What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a ground zero scav guide for beginner players. This is probably the first map you're going to be coming to, as all of the early tasks do start here. So without any further ado, let's get into it. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button, subscribe. We've got a couple more guides coming out in the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned for that. So we're starting down here at the Nakatani building, which is this building right here. If I spawn here, I like to go straight inside. We have one dead scav in the lobby area right here. There can be a med bag that spawns right here, or a duffel bag, and another one down on the left here in the elevator, usually behind this little group of water filters right there. And that's going to be your Nakatani exfil right there if you follow those stairs down. So once I've looted the scav in this little area here, I like to run outside, quickly check this USAC truck right here. You can open up the back door and there'll be a weapon crate inside it here. Like to quickly check that, and then around the front of the truck there's also going to be this dead PMC right here. After we check that, we're going to be heading over to the Capital Inside building, which is this curved building here on the left. Inside of this building there's a lot of computer spawns. There's an office with a bunch of food spawns. You can get some gold items in here as well. This is where I like to do a majority of the looting, just because it's quick and easy. It's right next to an exfil. So we're coming up the elevator stairs on the left there, and then we're heading into this office here. On all these tables there can be food and beverage spawns, and sometimes you can find some gold chains or other gold items in here as well. Check all the tables all the way around, and this one in the back here as well. After I hit this room, go out, turn to the right, and we're going to go up to the second floor, head up the stairs here, and then we've got two offices where all the computers spawn. This is the first office, a bunch of computers. There isn't really any high tier loot in here, but it is good to loot all these kind of things, as you can sell them for quite a bit at the end of your raid, make some quick money for your early game. Check all the way around. Each stall should have at least one computer in it. And once we finish here, head along to the next building. The next office building. We've got a couple of food and beverage spawns in here in the cafeteria as well, down the end on the table. Come inside here, we've got a toolbox under the workbench here, and then a bunch more computers. This is the room you've also got to come to for one of your first tasks, which requires you to come up and inspect the mounted grenade launcher, which is right here by the window. Just keep that in mind. That's going to be one of the first tasks that you will get. Checking all the computers here. You can get some more food and beverage spawns on the desks here as well. Just have a quick look around for those, and then that's the mounted grenade launcher right there. Checking around each of the tables here. Check on the floor as well. Sometimes you can get a couple of little random spawns on the floor. Another computer right here, PSU. They're worth quite a lot on the flea market. You can sell them for a decent amount of money. Once I'm done in here, head outside. There's also a filing cabinet here as well. Make sure to check your filing cabinets. You can find intelligence folders inside of them and a couple of key spawns. Head down the elevators here. Around the back there is a little kitchen. Through the doors in there you can find a couple of food and beverage spawns in there for your early tasks. If you've got to find some Iskra ration packs, it's a good place to check inside that building in general. Stay off the main road here, as it's kind of exposed to all the buildings further down the street. I need to quickly check in here. We've got one dead scav on the floor right here. There can be some more items that spawn on the desk right here. I always check this scav as a toolbox as well. There we go, we've got a rig, all the items. And check upstairs. There's not usually a whole lot that spawns up here, but check on this couch right here and around the corner. This is going to be quite exposed here all the way down, so just be careful of people hiding up in this building right here or on the balcony over here. Once I'm done in here, I like to go around the back, or sort of through the side of the fusion building right here, where these two pallets are. It's created like a little ramp, and we've got more computers inside of here. And check this table, sometimes gets a couple of food and beverage spawns there, but I like to go into this room here and head around the back. We've got another filing cabinet, 2 stacks of filing cabinets right there. Computer. There can be, I think, a munitions box that spawns under here, or a weapon box crate that spawns under here. Same with here, check under all the tables, more computers, all the way around, another computer here, and then this table at the end can sometimes have a weapon box that spawns inside, and same with this one right here, can have another one. So just check real carefully in there. You can check this office as well. Honestly, not too much I find in here, but it's worth having a look just to be safe. Once I finish in there, come outside, open up this door right here, and then head to this door on the left, and we're going to be going upstairs. Once again, this is the fusion building. It's sort of a 2-part building. There's this little area right here, and then if you go through this door right here, it'll take you into like a restaurant sort of area. Another dead scav here, quickly check him. Once we check this guy, we go inside the corridor right here, and there can sometimes be a weapon box that spawns right here. Just check that before we enter through the door. Now this spot here is important to note. This little nook right here, I have found that there can be quite often AS valves that spawn in here, and you will need one of those for a gunsmith task much later down the line. But the gunsmith tasks, in case you don't know, are like free XP. Check around here, there's usually one that will spawn somewhere here and one inside of the box. I'm in an offline raid, so of course it doesn't give it to me, but pretty much every raid I've done on Ground Zero since the last update, there's been at least one AS valve somewhere right here. Good idea to check that spot out. And then moving around the restaurant, all the way around here is a lot of food and beverage, mostly beverage items that will spawn on all of these tables. Check this out for moonshines if you're looking for them. I found a couple up here. Yeah, all the tables right here. Same within the middle, all the way around. We're gonna head down these stairs here. At the bottom of the stairs, we're gonna have a bunch of crates that you can loot. There can be up to 3. There can be 2 here, 1 and 2 right next to each other. Sometimes a medical box will spawn right here as well. And then another one right here. Once I'm done here, I'm around past the front of the bar. You can check in here for food and beverage items as well. But when we go around the back here, inside of this room, don't know if it's still possible after the update to get inside of here, but you can breach it, or you could. Inside of there, it's like a shrine or a mural with a dead body, and you can find gold spawns on the body. I like to head outside after this. So across from us right here is going to be the Empire building, this one right here. And this is going to be the part 2 task that I was mentioning before about the mounted gun. So you got the mounted grenade launcher down the end there at the Capital Insight building. Empire building right here. You have to go up to the 2nd floor to inspect the gun. And there's also a lot of computers up top. We'll head up there. It's a little bit tricky at first when you haven't really explored this map before to figure out how to get up here, but basically we go up these stairs at the back here, and then we're going to have a bunch of barbed wire. What you want to do is hop up onto this railing right here, so just line yourself up with the railing and then walk forward and jump up onto the railing. You've got to be careful because you can get a little bit stuck, but just line yourself up, jump up, and then you can walk up the side like that. And then this part's a little easier. You're just going to jump over this barbed wire right here. I'm going to come this side and head right. And there's going to be a mounted gun right there. That'll be part 2, one of your first tasks checked off. So then we've got a bunch of ammo boxes, weapon boxes around here. This is a pretty highly contested area, so just keep that in mind. I usually avoid this if I'm doing a scav run just for tech loot, or at least I'll leave it until right at the end to come here, as the PMCs usually like to get up inside of these buildings right here. And then we've got our computers. There's usually 1 or 2 on each stall here, so just quickly check those. It's possible to find GPUs in these rooms. Heading around, we should have a couple more. Usually there's a couple more, sometimes on top of the table as well. And we head around the back, got a couple more filing cabinets right here, another couple computers here. There can be some food and beverage items again that spawn on the table. And then quickly check around the back here. There can be a couple of crates that spawn here and a weapon box, I believe, in the back here. So once we're done here, we're going to head back out. And the last place that we're going to check is going to be the Terror Group building, which also has quite a lot of early game tasks. Doing a terrible job at navigating that barbed wire right there, but it's usually not that difficult. So we're going to head out. This is pretty risky building to go and loot. This is where a majority of the PMC PvP is going to take place, over in the Terror Group building, just because it's sort of the main area of the map. We've got this big open courtyard here. This is the Terror Group building, the one that's kind of blown up and on fire a little bit. And over to the left, we've got the Skyside building. And then down the end there is going to be the Emicom exfil. So we'll run across to the Terror Group building. I'll show you quickly what's going on in here. There's actually quite a lot of potential decent loot in here. A whole bunch of dead scavs. And upstairs there's a couple of computers. Like I said before, a couple of early game tasks you to come here and get done. So heading through the front door here, there's one dead scav here. Just be careful, you're very exposed looting this area. So one of the first tasks, again, you have to come here. We have to access a room on the 2nd floor. But first we have to go down the back through this door right here, and there will be a dead body underneath this rubble right here. We have to loot a key out of him to get into the door. There's the key, science room key, and then we're going to head out. One more dead scav right here. Round to the left here, there's going to be a couple of elevators and another dead scav behind right there. We're going to be heading upstairs here, around to the right, and we'll have 2 doors marked number 3, and then on the right we'll have number 4, which is the science room, which we have to unlock. Go ahead and unlock that, and then inside of here you're going to have to loot a hard drive out of one of the tables right there. If you walk around, again, more computers, a couple of food and beverage spawns up here, but nothing too special. And I think we have some filing cabinets at the end here, quite a lot of filing cabinets, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and it's usually this table right here, I think, is where you pick up the hard drive. With that in mind, more computers. items. And then room number 3 right here. Again, there's going to be some computers, food and beverage items around the kitchen. You can also climb out onto this balcony. Just be careful when you approach this building. Sometimes people like to kind of sit up here and snipe. As you can see, it's got quite a wide view. You are able to see quite a lot of what's going on out in the courtyard here, especially when you get to this point right here. You can see pretty much all of the buildings all the way around. Once we checked it up in room number 3, we're going to head around the back. There's usually not too much that spawns here. I just like to do a quick loop around, and then we're going to head back out the way we came in. Just behind this desk here on my left, there's going to be another dead scav. Check him. Sometimes there's little bit spawns on him. Heading back downstairs, we're going to be heading down all the stairs right here, and then straight ahead down the corridor. And we're going to have a bunch of dead scavs on the ground up the end of the corridor here as we head to the car park. So we got one right there, and one up against the van right there. This is a highly contested area again right here, so just be very careful as you loot these bodies. Make sure there's no one hiding around behind any of the cars right here. And then inside of this elevator right here, there can be up to 2 weapon cases, one here and one here. That will spawn. If you think it's safe enough, you can loot around here. There can be a couple of bags, items that spawn in the trunks of some of these cars, the ones that you can loot. There's one more dead scav up against this white car right here at the back. Check him out real quick. And then as we head out of the car park here, you've got the co-op extract on your right hand side right here. You can't go too close to that if you don't have a PMC with you. I believe you do get sniped if you get too close to it. And then we're going to head across to our last spot, which is going to be the Emicom exfil. Again, this is an early task. You have to come here and investigate the Emicom tent. And this is going to be the Emicom tent right here, and then the Emicom exfil underneath the Unity Credit Bank right there. I like to check inside here. One of the early tasks, you have to find 4 morphines. You can find them all around here on all of these desks. This is where I found, I think, 3 out of 4 of mine was on the desks right here. And then you've got another dead scav right here, or a dead PMC. You can check him really quick. Another helmet, a couple items. And then we're going to run out. Just quickly check here. Sometimes a med bag can spawn right here, or a duffel bag. And then we're going to head up to our exfil, check the back of this van. The exfil is going to be right here on this little porch. I like to hide up in the corner right here, just in case anybody's watching the exfil, just keep yourself covered. And that's going to do it for us. If you guys enjoyed this guide, please drop a like down below, subscribe for more, and thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll leave a link at the top to a guide to Shoreline, and yeah, be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and take care.